The beauty of ignorance. Well, when you think about it, ignorance is not such a bad trade off. Because think about it, ignorance is actually defined as a lack of knowledge, or let's say, not knowing. And although some would define it as a lack of information, but just because you have information doesn't mean you know anything. So let's just stick to ignorance being a lack of knowing. Because when you really and truly think of it, what is it that you really know from yourself? I mean, just straight from your person knowing without someone telling you or you having to pick up a book or any type of literature or something of that nature. When you get down to it, we humans really don't know anything. So you could say that we are ignorant. Or let me put it like this. We are ignorant in our ignorance. And also think about this for a moment. And I mentioned this in other videos. Everything that is stored in our, let's say, knowledge bank is either something that we were told or something that we learned when we were born and when we came into the physical existence. There's really nothing that we really knew. And I always say that life is not really based on knowing. I believe it's based on trust and just traveling the journey. And the beautiful thing about traveling that journey is that you have no destination. And I always tell myself one of the most wonderful things in life you can have is no destination. Because in actuality, there are only stopovers when we move about and when we are going through our lives. So if we look at ignorance or being ignorant, if you really and truly think about it, it opens up so many possibilities. It also takes the pressure off of you of having to know. Now, of course, this is just the way I look at it. It's not a finite thing, what I'm saying. It's just my perspective of it. But I do have to say that I believe that when we are open towards new things or finding out new things and we delve into the subject of ignorance, I believe it's really a wonderful thing. And it gives you a total different perspective on life. Because if you think about the term ignorance, we all connect it with something negative, but actually it's just a neutral term, just about like every word. It just depends on what you do with it. So what's the takeaway from this video? Well, there's not really and truly one specific takeaway. It's just an idea. It's just a perspective thing. It's just a way you can form a viewpoint about it. I personally like to live life without knowing so much. And even though I make these videos, it might seem like I'm knowing something or I'm doing as though I know something, but I really don't. And most of the videos that I make, they're basically like a form of self-therapy. I'm just sharing my idea of how something could be nice or something could be helpful for someone else. It doesn't mean that it's going to be helpful. But you must admit there is some truth and some beauty to the term that ignorance is bliss. And it is actually bliss in so many ways, because then you don't have to decipher anything. You don't have to do what we call encapsulate anything, meaning you don't have to break it down into sections or anything. You just move on and you're open for whatever comes. Now, by saying being open for whatever comes, it doesn't mean you're not managing your life in any way. But it just basically means you're just enjoying life as it comes to you, enjoying what it has to offer, and developing a different or a unique type of perspective. I'm going to leave it right there. Until the next video. Hey everyone, Advancing Being Mind here. Thanks for watching the video. If you want to see more content like this, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you already are subscribed, thanks for the support. Take care.